You are on the platform, and it's the closing stanza for the information project for Friday, last day of the week. And what we've now got, and look, I just want to say, sponsorship is available for all these special segments we've got. I think holier than thou. I'm sure there's some church that would want to sponsor that. What is that doing? Thank you. And it's got to be 5 o'clock somewhere, which is an excuse for me and Ben at the end of flogging ourselves to death during the week, a chance to have a beer and talk about the events of the week. This is, of course, made for some sort of booze sponsorship or beer sponsorship, and we would really make it work for you. Those who have had their products featured for free on this thing have sold an awful lot of beer. So let's do it. Let's get into it. It's got to be 5 o'clock somewhere, beer. Now, I'm also thinking today, Ben, we might let people ring in on this, particularly if they want to have a talk with you.
Sure.
Because you don't get a chance to talk. Most of the time it's just me telling you what to do. What is our tipple? What's our after-work tipple today?
What have you got us today? It looks like have we both got the same?
Yep.
It's a Pilsner, which you know I like. I'm getting into my Pilsners at the moment. It's a Port Road Pilsner from Panhead. Yeah,
now Port Road, which Port Road is it? I wonder, someone will know.
Port Roads.
What is it? It's 1.4 standard drinks, 5.2% by volume. So let's just look.
That's pretty standard, isn't it?
Oh, that's good. Sounds
lively,
good.
As you would say.
Yeah, now we're going to pour into the glass. So, Ben, look, I think you had a week, really, of education because you found out who Arthur Allen Thomas was yesterday.
Yep.
Which is a bit of a lightning bolt for you. But then I saw you today suddenly go, oh, I could be wrongly convicted of murder. That would not... And suddenly you were interested in that topic.
Yeah, I know. I was interested in it the whole time. I just... it was an observation that it could happen to anyone, and it's not just, something that you see on the news every once in a while, and then it doesn't affect you. It can have personal impacts.
Yeah.
But, so it's been a week of education for me, and thank you for pointing out things that I don't know all the time.
I'm not trying to teach you to suck eggs, but time marches on.
I really appreciate it. It's good. Yeah, it's good.
I mean, I realise now there are going to be a whole group of people who grow up
without
Anglo-Indian mango chutney. And See, what would be your equivalent in a
I was trying to have a think about this.
You know?
I used to really like this, it's probably not quite as sophisticated, but there was a type of burger sauce from like Heinz or something that I used to put on pretty much everything. I'd use it as just my general sort of condiment. And that disappeared, and that annoyed me for about a week, and then I got used to it. But it wasn't. I mean, I suppose you've had a fondness for this that's expanded over.
It's been one of my
your
staples,
entire lifetime.
You know that story about? You probably don't now. Don Brash and how when he was divorced, he was eating baked beans out of the tin or something.
Yeah.
Well, in my worst times, what has sustained me in any flat I've been in or after divorce has been Vogel spread.
Yeah.
Anglo mango chutney. And cheese, Edam cheese on top, grilled under a toast, in the oven.
So what are you going to do now?
What are you going to do now?
Top. What are you going to do now?
I don't know. I'm going to have to find another chutney, aren't I?
Well, that's going to take... Yeah,
and
that could take
South
decades.
Africans, Mrs. Bell's chutney, that's the best you can get.
And you don't like those?
Well, I don't know, but there was just something so good about that product.
Well, times move on.
Oh, someone else here, Brenda. Mrs. Ball's chutney, do give it a try. Oh, bugger off. I mean, I want my Anglo mango. Can I also just say, if anyone's got like a few jars, I'll pay above market. I'm going to pay above market.
This could be a real profiteering opportunity.
So I'm just saying, if you've got a box of Anglo mango somewhere, ring me, get in contact, we can talk.
If you've got any of the original Heinz burger sauce left,
okay.
If anyone's got any of that, I won't probably pay you anything because I don't have that much money, but I will send you like a nice sort of thank you letter and maybe I'll write a poem or something like that for you.
What are we thinking of the Panhead, Ben?
I quite like this. This is nice.
It's got a slightly quite hoppy and sharp taste to it. So you can't drink it too fast. It's not like a sweet, syrupy beer, is
No,
it?
but you can drink it faster than that chili masala beer.
You didn't
or whatever
like
that
the
we had
chili
the other week.
masala beer.
No, I didn't like
That
it.
did not agree with you.
Thought it was convenient you gave it to me.
Well, someone had to drink it then, and it wasn't going to
Then
be
it wasn't
me.
going to be you.
I like a Pilsner. A Pilsner's got Christmas in it.
It's good, and
It's got to be cold, though. Pilsner's
It's more
gotta be really-
flavoursome than a normal kind of space
Yep.
or whatever, but you don't. But it's not too much.
Yeah.
Like some of the big ones can be.
Ben, Monday, a year since October 7th, which we covered here.
And I can't believe that. I actually can't believe that. It's
How
gone
fast the year's gone.
absolutely.
Can you believe that New Zealanders are planning, like apparently in Christchurch, they're going to do something, the pro-Palestinian lot, the towelheads, are going to protest on Monday night on the anniversary.
I think the timing's disrespectful, and I wouldn't say New Zealanders. I don't think New Zealanders are planning this. Like the whole, it's not all New Zealanders planning stuff like this. As Morris was saying on the panel, people come down on two sides of what is a very emotional issue, and I think it's important that each side gives the other time and space to have those thoughts and to grieve, especially considering the atrocities that were committed on October 7th. You can have these debates and you can have these conflicts, but at the end of the day, you've got to have time within your communities to
Yeah, and we don't
do
want to
stuff like
import that sort of extremism here.
And you don't want to be
what's
having-
good about New Zealand, man.
Well, I think we are, and I think we do now more often because it is easier to. I mean, this entire war is on the internet.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't actually help but see it. I mean, you go on Twitter. There's no regulation there. It just pops up, and that of course that creates aggravated responses to things.
Yeah.
But just don't be an a-hole about it, and don't go up to people who are mourning and grieving and start, spraying graffiti, pro-Palestine graffiti around them and interrupting their proceedings. It's pretty un-Kiwi to do that, I think.
Yeah.
Just let people get on with it.
Yeah, good on you. Well said. Well, absolutely.
say.
Well said, Ben. All right. I think we're almost done now. You are coming down with something?
Yeah, I got to apologise to people. My voice has been a bit off this morning, but I didn't use it as an excuse not to come on
and
and be
you've got to be
interviewed by
sick
you.
over the weekend. Look, these things last 24 hours.
Yeah, so it'll just...
You'll be coming out of it Sunday night.
Yeah. It'll
It was
just...
given to
don't
you
worry,
by-
mate. It'll
by
just
Sarah.
ruin my weekend.
Kelly's got it, so she's away. You are all the slackest
It'll
bunch
just
of
mess my weekend up, and then I'll be back right as rain on Monday.
All right, we've had a good week, Ben, and we've had some good interviews. Wasn't Simeon Brown good?
Oh, wasn't he straightforward?
This week.
He was a straight-talking
LGNZ has gone
minister
away.
this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. And Murray in Space, that was a good story. We scooped the pool on that one. All right. Can I just say to you, I would say this to you if you're considering putting on a Palestinian flag and being anti-Semitic over the weekend, please don't. Please don't. We're a better country than that. And to those planning events on Monday night, there's been no genocide. The world isn't about to end. For God's sake, give a significant minority in New Zealand the respect of grieving what to them was the equivalent of the 9/11 attacks on the Twin Towers. And I think that is important. Could I just say, I don't know if you were joking, Paul from Blenheim, but if so, you sent the text to the wrong outfit. And I don't find that funny if that was meant to be a joke. Nice work this week. Cheers, says Neil in Whanganui. Thank you. And the Port Road Pilsner, apparently named after Port Road in Petone, where the street drags are held, and the panhead beers are named around hot rod subjects. I didn't know this. Enjoy the beers, gentlemen. Great work. That is Stephen. Indeed, we will. We're going to knock these buggers off. And then I've got some work to do, and Ben's going to go home and get sick for the weekend, so he's good for work on Monday.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all
Looking
right.
forward to it, mate.